I soaked chicken in honey and it became something else.
On today's video, things are gonna get quite weird because in the beginning of this video, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but by the end, you're gonna wanna make this more than steak. Let me explain. You see, everything started off normal, as these are two regular chicken breasts. It's more than steak.
That should look like the fucking shit you put on the display burgers and display food that they be putting in the commercials. That's crazy.
Let me explain. You see, everything started off normal, as these are two regular chicken breasts. And I've been eating a lot of chicken lately. It's less calories, keeps you in shape, but it doesn't taste that great. So I've been on a mission to try to improve it. But that's where this comes in. Honey. Now I'm just using grocery store honey, but there are so many different benefits whenever you eat honey. It is insane. But even though it's really good for you, I care about one thing. Is it gonna make my chicken breast taste better? Well, we're about to find out right now. Because the first thing I needed to do was to cover my whole entire chicken breast with it. The more, the better. But there's a problem. As you can see, the honey just completely falls off. So I went ahead and grabbed the container, added a little bit to the bottom, placed my chicken breast in there, and filled it up all the way to the top.
Soaking in that shit.
Chicken marinate in the refrigerator for 1 week. Once the time was up, I took it off and look. Oh no. You can clearly see that it started floating. But maybe the most interesting thing for me was the honey. It became watery. But that was just on the surface, because when I dig deep, check it out. There was still honey on the bottom. So I wasn't sure what to do next. I thought maybe I just ruined the chicken breast. So I went ahead and slowly removed it from the container. And when I did, check it out. I've never seen anything like it. But what really surprised me was the smell. Have you ever smelled chicken? It's horrible. But this one was wonderful. It truly smelled like honey baked ham. And as I'm feeling the chicken breast, the underside is actually a little bit harder, which it seemed like it was cured. That is not necessarily a bad thing. But that got me thinking, cured meat can be eaten raw. Should I eat this chicken breast just like this? Because if the smell is any indication, this thing is going to be delicious. But then I thought, the top part didn't get cured at all, so we might as well go ahead and cook it. So I tried to clean it as best as I could with some paper towel, because this is the first world cured chicken breast with honey. And I have a feeling that it's gonna taste very good, especially if the smell is an indication of it. But remember, in the beginning I had two chicken breasts, but the second one I'm not curing it at all. That's because I'm making this, a delicious garlic honey sauce that is phenomenal. And to make it, it's super simple. Into a pan I threw in some garlic, followed by a tiny bit of water and a generous amount of honey. Mix that up real good and my sauce was ready. It's that simple. I'll be using this to baste my chicken breast. Talking about that, instead of cooking only 2, I'm gonna go ahead and do 3, and here's why. The first one I'll be seasoning with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Nothing else. But the real experiment is the other 2, and I'm gonna season them exactly the same, which is a generous amount of barbecue rub. However, the one in the middle will get that wonderful sauce we made previously, because now that these chicken breasts are ready, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And if you like,
my boyfriend and I have been arguing because he won't pay for YouTube Premium. But it's okay because I've just downloaded AdBlock from
like corn, you're gonna love this one, as this is called cachapa, and it is absolutely delicious. And here's how to make it. You can fill the cachapa with any type of meat you like, or you can just use cheese and no meat. But since today we're cooking that crazy chicken breast, I went ahead and grabbed these steaks. They will be perfect for it. First thing to do is to get them seasoned. I kept the seasoning super simple, only a tiny bit of salt and that's it, nothing else. Because now it's time to cook it, and for that I'll be using my wireless thermometer. So I just threw the steaks in my smoker and closed it up. As now we gotta use this, corn. Having the fresh stuff is definitely better. So I went ahead and took out the kernels, threw it in the blender, followed by some salt, an egg, and sugar. Cover the top and blend it on high. You're basically making a dough out of corn. This is the consistency you're looking for, as now it's time to cook it. For this, I highly recommend using a cast iron skillet. So you first want to add a generous amount of butter. As soon as it starts browning up, go ahead and add the corn mix. You want to let this cook under medium-low heat. Keep forming the shape to make it nice and round. As once one side is cooked, go ahead and flip the whole thing. Repeat the process little by little, as in the end you want to set it aside and reserve, because by this time the steaks were ready. So I went ahead and sliced the whole thing, and as you can see, as juicy as it gets, but most importantly nice and smoky, which was exactly what I was looking for. Now to build it. So I want to go ahead and add the corn mix first, followed by this cheese, fresh Venezuelan
This
cheese.
cheese.
Now, if you're not able to find this kind of cheese, you can use anything you like. The fresher the cheese, the better it's going to be. Because as you can clearly see, on top goes a generous amount of that steak. As then, you want to close the whole thing up. And on top of that, you want to add some nata. But I understand it's hard to find. You can also use mascarpone, which is widely available. To finish it up, you want to go ahead and shred some fresh cheese. Oh yes, my friends, this is a cheese bomb. And believe me when I tell you, it is phenomenal. The only thing
What is
you have to
that,
do is
nata?
to go ahead and
Nata cheese?
enjoy it. But before we do so, remember today's experiment. The chicken breasts went through a sweet treatment. And now that they're ready, the only thing left to do
now a
was
word
to
from
cook
our-
them. So I went ahead and placed them all inside of the smoker, closed the lid, and right at half point, the middle one I basted with that garlic honey we'd made previously. I kept doing so every 5 minutes, because in the end, check it out,
Shit.
I was left with 3 beautiful chicken breasts, and our true experimental one with something else. I mean, take a look at it when I sliced. But the question is, will it be better than the one that I just basted with honey? What about the standard one that was just smoked with salt and pepper and garlic powder? Well, we're about to find out right now. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to eat. So let's do it.
The holidays are here, and that means carving up some epic holiday roasts. And today I'm here to show you 2 of my top picks for the celebration season. First up, the Gladiator Series curvy knife and fork set. It's got everything: a professional knife, a meat fork, and a honing rod to keep that edge sharp forever. For something a little more on the wild side, I love this 12-inch slicing and carving knife from the Barbarian series. This beast has a razor-sharp Swedish steel blade. It feels wild, powerful, and gives you insane grip and control. So whether you go for classic and professional, or wild and untamed, Dow Strong's got you covered this season. Head over to dowstrong.com and gear up today. All right, everybody, and today we got our beautiful
Nice.
chicken gentleman, huh?
Those 2 words don't go together, Guga.
Come on, man, you guys just haters. Why you don't like chicken? Is good,
No,
man.
ever since you lost all the weight, Guga, you've been eating a lot of chicken. Now you're forcing us to eat chicken.
Yeah, I want to be able to make the best chicken in the world.
I'm not looking at the chicken. I'm looking at that side dish. I
Of
see
course.
some steak over there. I'm excited for that.
So, of course, I have to do steak side dish, everybody. That's important. That way, the guys will be happy. This is called cachapa. Shout out to all my Venezuelan friends out there, everybody. I hope we did it right. Let me know in the comments down below. If I mess up anything, I would
cheese.
love to know. But first, we're going to go with the chicken. That's a palate cleanser, okay? Let me know your honest opinion, and we're obviously going to start right here. Please dig in, gentlemen. By the way, all of these chickens are nicely smoked, yeah?
I was gonna say that it has a.
You smell it right away?
It smells smoky, yeah.
All right, enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
The smoke.
That was
Perfect
the
amount
regular.
of salt. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I think the other good thing about smoking chicken is that it stays nice
Oh, I
and
guess-
juicy inside. Sometimes
Yeah.
if you cook it with charcoal, it can be a little bit easy to dry it out, but like this is perfectly juicy on the inside, almost bark-like crust on the outside, and it's
Bark.
well seasoned. This is good.
You like?
I love this. Is actually really good. I was actually a little worried about it, but it works very well. That smoke is amazing.
So grilling is harsher and then smoking is more gentle on the piece of meat because it cooks slower at lower temperature. I like. You like?
I love.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this is a fantastic chicken.
Fantastic chicken, salt, pepper, garlic powder, nothing else. The control doesn't get easier than that. Let's do the next one. Let me know if it's good or bad. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers. It feels softer.
Much softer actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't feel a lot of seasoning on this. Like there's
Yeah.
Less seasoning than the previous.
Honey
one.
basted.
grander.
Okay.
It has a kind of similar flavor to the previous one, but like a hint of
Honey
sweetness.
drowned.
Yeah.
And it's much softer than the last one. It's very surprising.
Yeah.
It's a lot more tender.
It's a lot more tender. It's a lot more juicy and also a hint of sweetness. You guys like?
I like it actually.
I'm wondering what's going to happen with the third one because as you can see the color on the third one.
It looks drastically different.
It looks quite different. But first, since you guys have been true troopers, let's go ahead and try cachapa, everybody.
That's what I'm excited for. Oh my
Shout
God.
out to all my Venezuelan friends out there. Okay,
Cachapa.
Leo, grab it. There's not a lot of cheese here, it's just a little bit. Give me your honest opinion on this one because it is corn-based. I love it. I want to know your honest opinion. Cheers.
Honestly, that's
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a lot of cheese.
Oh wow.
Oh man, that's so good.
It's sweet. It's creamy. It's smoky.
And also, this is the key right here to everybody. Obviously, the corn is delicious. It's a tremendous amount of flavor, but get your hands on this. What do you think, Leo? wanna
I
know.
think this might be my favorite side dish of the year.
Really?
This is the freaking delicious, guys. The dough is so nice because it's not like soft. It's a little bit crumbly and you can taste the corn in it. The cheese is uber gooey and there's like a little bit of
Yeah.
a sauce here on
I have
top
to
that
have
has a little
some-
bit of tang. The meat though is ridiculous. The
This one.
smoked steak on this is
Yeah.
tender and flavorful as hell.
It's not the traditional version. It is my take, but I gotta be honest. It's good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Way better than that chicken.
All right, fair enough. I want to know the third chicken, all right? Because as you can clearly see, it looks slightly different.
Yeah, that's the experiment.
Slightly different, you say?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. That looks like chicken jerky or something, man.
It does look like chicken jerky. When I cut it to everybody, it's a little bit, I'm not gonna say nothing. Let's go. All right, dig in.
Oh.
Oh boy.
This just feels dry on my fork.
It feels dry. It feels very dry, everybody. So I think it no longer became chicken, it became something else. But we're gonna let you know like it is. Let's see. Cheers.
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 Okay.
I like
Actually,
both,
wow, it's actually really good. I
It's
enjoy
not
it.
bad.
It's not bad at all.
Oh, I don't hate it, but it is drier.
It's so different than the other chickens.
Oh, it has so much flavor.
Yeah.
The bark has all that sweetness.
Drowning that shit. I'm
that's
gonna drown that shit.
good. I thought it was gonna be terrible, but
So-
that's not bad at
Marinated.
all.
I guess whatever you did to the crust, it created like a thick, crispy, caramelized layer of sweetness. So when you bite into the chicken, that's that first thing that you taste, and that sweet flavor is freaking delicious. It is dry.
It's like towards jerky. That's
Chicken
what it
nuggets
is.
like
everybody.
that?
It's much dry. It's not like a regular chicken. And if you love chicken jerky, you're gonna absolutely love this. This is so good for what it is. By the way, I aged it in honey.
Oh, okay.
Aged it in
That's
honey?
the sweetness.
Yes, that's the sweetness you had, but not too sweet, right?
At all. It's not too sweet.
And the honey pulls out all of the moisture from the chicken, and the honey became kind of wet and weird. But that works extremely well, and I like a lot better than the second one.
The texture of this last chicken is a little bit different, but what it lacks in texture, it more than makes up in flavor, and that is the best tasting by far.
Yeah, 100%. You agree too, Sebastian? That's your favorite one?
For today's video, that's my favorite.
But those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You might know Harvard.
Oh shit.